Hi, this is Bhavna, and you're watching India Today. I'm joined by one of my most favorite actors today, Vikrant Massey. Firstly, a huge welcome to you,
Thank you,
Vikrant.
Bhavna. Most favorite. I'm like, wow.
One of my most favorite. I genuinely,
Thanks.
because I feel that
So
you're one of the most talented actors, and I've said this to you a lot, many times.
You've been very
so,
kind, yes.
So, and you have always proved me right with the kind of projects that you're doing. I mean, 12th Fail. I was watching the trailer,
कैसा लगा?
and I personally I did not know what to expect when I started off because I thought it could be one of those films which we have already seen, like educational. But when I watched the trailer, I was like, no, this is something different. And also the entire idea and the focus on restart. For me, I mean, it just felt nice, and then I was going through comments because you want to see if people also felt the same.
Yeah.
And almost every second comment was, they really love the trailer. The restart element is amazing.
I'm so glad to hear this. मैं देख नहीं पाया हूँ इसीलिए.
No, that's why we are here to tell you.
Thanks.
But you know, in everyone's life, especially in the careers that we are in, chances of failures are more than successes, and there is always that phase or a period where you want to restart, or there is someone who will tell you that it's okay to fail and you have to restart.
Yeah.
I'm sure you must have also gone through that phase.
Yeah.
Can I take you back to that one time which was difficult for you, where you did not know if restarting is worth it, because that is also a thought that comes to your mind, and then someone pushed you or you pushed yourself and there was a restart that happened?
I mean, there are moments like that even today. You know, you do restart like almost every now and then. But I think that is what it is. You know, it is how you restart. You have, अगर आप गिर गए और अगर आप बैठ गए तो खत्म हो गई बात. You know, all of us in our day-to-day lives, we have to pick ourselves up. We have to, you know, sort of pull our chins up and walk out and take life as it is. And I think that's what makes it so wonderful also at the same time.
You know, but has there been any phase in the career-wise, like, you know, because you have always been part of these very unconventional scripts, which has always garnered you like critical acclaim. Not everything has translated well when it comes to commercial, perhaps. But there are moments where you wonder that, oh my God, should I go with my conviction and still go ahead with what I really want to do?
Absolutely.
Or should I just go and do a commercial film because you know that box office matters?
See, I think as actors you do dilly-dally between these two and maybe more things, you know. But these two are very prominent life choices that one as an actor has to make. So I have sort of dabbled between the two as well. But I think by the end of it, what really gives me extremely sound sleep and a very grateful life is because I've always done what the voice within me has told me. And there is no one set per se. You know, I want to do commercial films. I also want to be a successful box office actor. But I think that is a byproduct of the quality of the work you do.
True.
You know, ये बाहर से और ख़ास तौर पे audiences का एक perception होता है कि okay, it's a commercial film, तो ये सिर्फ पैसा बनाना चाहते हैं. No, even a commercial filmmaker wants to make a very good film.
Yeah.
And he also wants to gain commercially out of it.
True.
So both these things are actually in sync. The audiences see it in a very different way. Like even for example, when I did a film like A Death in the Gun, जो so-called alternate cinema, we also wanted to be commercially successful and we also wanted to be liked for the quality of the work that we'd done. So it's the audiences who see it that way. But the priority for me at least has always been scripts, people I collaborate with, my director most importantly, because as much as I can prep, I eventually have to give the shot which my director wants.
True.
So that's how it is, and you restart in life. You fall, you get up, and I think that willpower, that survival instinct is what is so beautiful about India, and I mean it. I am very fortunate to have travelled the country's length and breadth.
Yeah.
And हम एक अलग ही मिट्टी के बने हैं यार.
restart is like
Yes.
ingrained in you.
Ingrained
Like you want
in
to
all
be
of
like-
us.
But I want to know from you, Vikrant, you've tried so many different characters, and I was just hearing someone praise you outside because they said that this is that you have literally rediscovered yourself as an artist through this film.
Yeah.
Explain what that means to me, what that means to you, like rediscovering yourself as an artist time and again.
This is such a lovely question. I actually have rediscovered myself, and I very vividly remember I had rediscovered myself as an actor in 2017 when I did A Death in the Gunj with Konkana Sen Sharma. I very profoundly remember that it almost had a similar impact on me. And not just for this film, I think Vidhu Vinod Chopra sir walking into my life as a person has had a profound impact on me. You know, being my director is just a small part of it.
True.
Or me being a part of this film, or us together making this film is just an aspect of it, a major aspect, of course. You know, like everyone else, you have your own notions about life, about things, you're restarting time and again. You know, there are these battles which everyone is fighting. And then walks in a man who has a story as such and who wants to say it in a certain way. And him being him, the way he is, or the way his worldview is, or the kind of person he is, I think that's had a terrific impact on me. And as an actor, as a person, as a friend to someone, or as a son to my mother, I think uska impact in sari cheezon pe pada hai.
True.
You know, you could say that he has really mentored me
Wow, that's
in so
lovely.
many ways.
And do you, I mean, because I see that so many filmmakers are today ready to give chance to actors who have potential. It was not the case as such when you
When I
started off.
started
Of course, you gradually had your journey, which we have all seen and have been witness to. But do you think now is the time, Vikrant, where you can, with the credibility that you carry, can command a certain kind of film or a certain, like they say that okay, an actor commanding that okay, I can do this now, or I can say no to a certain project knowing that it might do commercially well but might not add really anything to your body of work.
I think fortunately I already am in that position and I do practice this. I think I've started practicing this at least for the last 3-4 years.
Lovely, yeah.
But then I would want to believe that I do command certain things.
True.
I not necessarily could be numbers in box office, but that command is for the betterment of the film, I think. I don't know how to put it. I think I probably would rather than command or request or expect a certain kind of an investment in the making of a film, not necessarily in finance or numbers, that investment could be in terms of prep.
True. True.
You know, like today I want my unit to prep before we shoot, which is actually not a practice, for at least 15 to 20 days before we go on floor.
Yeah, so that everything is on place
Yeah.
when you
So
actually
I have
start.
started commanding that, or sort of gaining that respect out of people today.
Good. Yeah.
It could not be in terms of someone investing 80 crores in my film, which is fine,
Yeah.
which is fair enough. Not that I want it, because I have a different theory about that as well. But yeah, I think now I want people to prep with me. जैसे मैं prep करता हूँ, मैं चाहता हूँ कि वो भी आए
वो भी prep करके
और
आए,
prep
हाँ,
करें.
हाँ.
नहीं, prep करके आए तो अलग बात है, साथ में मिल के करें.
Correct. Collaborative process.
हाँ,
eventually.
कि हम जब शूट पे जाएंगे
हाँ.
तो कैसे होगा.
That's
You know,
lovely.
क्योंकि बहुत लोग people walk in really cold sometimes. कोई DOP वहाँ से शूट करके आ रहा है यहाँ पे, 2 दिन पहले कुछ और शूट कर रहा था, अचानक से यहाँ पे आके शूट कर रहे हैं. Not that they don't prep. Nobody just lands on a shooting set, but just a little more time together.
Work तो है ही, उसके अलावा भी industry is not just about that, right? There's a lot more. Because you are such a private person, you don't socialize, you don't go out, you hardly.
I do
where,
socialize.
Where do we see you
You
at
don't
any
see me as a different
parties?
thing.
Nothing. You're a very private person.
I every weekend I party with my friends, but you know,
That's very good to have those people who are not perhaps connected with the
No way
industry.
connected with the
but
industry.
but do you sometimes feel that because you don't socialize with the industry insiders so much, do you ever feel that you are not gaining, or
Yeah.
is it, like feel at a short end because of
Absolutely, absolutely. For certain things, because I know those certain things specifically would only materialize after my persistent partying and socializing, but not entirely either. So it's a mix of both.
that? And also on your social media, I want to know from you, you'll post when it's related to work or otherwise, but उसके अलावा
I've
आप
faced
ना
so much of
post
flack
कर
for
सकते
it.
हो। नहीं flack की बात नहीं है,
you know,
आज के time पे
I'm not talking about you. My friends and my family and my managers keep telling me कि यार तुम सिर्फ काम का ही डालते रहते हो यार, तुम सिर्फ काम का ही डालते
हाँ,
रहते
बिकॉज आजकल कैसा हो गया है कि सोशल मीडिया मतलब ना एक इट कम्स विद द जॉब, इट्स बेसिकली दैट कि आप अपने आप को जितना प्रमोट करोगे ऑन सोशल मीडिया, इट हेल्प्स विद रिलेटेबिलिटी एंड आई डोंट नो, आई मीन इट्स ऑल थियोरी आल्सो इन अ लॉट ऑफ वेज, बट एवरीवन इज डूइंग इट.
Most people are doing it. I wouldn't say everyone. Most people are doing
Most people
it.
at least are doing it. How are you keeping yourself away from this, away from falling into this entire circle?
See, there are times when I try doing it and I fail miserably. I do. ऐसा नहीं है मैं नहीं करता. There are times I do it, but it is something that does not come naturally to me. And also, it's लोगों को लगता है कि अरे एक्टर है तो बहुत बढ़िया होगी लाइफ इनकी, पैसा बहुत मिलता है, घूमने मिलता है, फेम है, ये है वो, जो कॉमन मैन का एक पर्सपेक्टिव है. बट ऐसे नहीं होता है. वो एक तो हम 12 घंटा दिन के शूट करते हैं, 12 से 14 घंटा हम शूट करते हैं, ये हमारा बेसिक स्टैंडर्ड टाइमिंग होता है. अब उसमें से आप 6 घंटा सोते हो, बाकी आपको कितना समय मिलता है? अब उसमें भी अगर आप प्रेप नहीं करोगे या घर वालों के साथ टाइम नहीं बिताओगे या अपनी सेहत के लिए टाइम नहीं निकालोगे, तो I mean it's already so chock a block, so I would rather utilize that time in other things which are important for me and go and do those 12-14 hours of shoot.
No, true.
Yeah.
But कभी ऐसे मतलब when you see everyone else doing it, do you feel like you're missing out on anything because of that?
No, if I was feeling that, I would have been doing that.
True.
I don't feel that for sure.
But do you at least go on social media to read the kind of reviews people are writing about you, feedback that they're giving?
Definitely. Like once I'm done with the day today, on my way home, I will be reading YouTube comments to begin with. And then my account handles, what people are saying, बिल्कुल मेरे लिए बहुत
It's
matter
important
करता है.
to have touch base with all of that,
I
right?
work for
eventually.
people.
Yeah.
My life is for people. It is because of people. So what they think cannot not matter to me.
True, true. But like you mentioned, that Vidhu Vinod Chopra had such an impact on you as a director, right?
As a person.
As a person, right? Has there been anything that you've picked from your co-stars as well? Because I believe that at the end of the day, there's this one person you work with who really inspires you. If you had to pick that one co-star who had a long-lasting impression on you.
I mean, there are so many.
But if you had to pick one, perhaps.
Pankaj Tripathi. He's a very dear friend. He's my neighbor. And my time with him while shooting Criminal Justice in Mirzapur was fabulous.
Yeah.
He's such an incredible person.
Of course.
And him being an actor is a byproduct of him being an incredible person. He's such an incredible husband, a father, he's such a good friend to friends. He's fabulous.
Since you've mentioned father, let's talk about that as well. You're soon going to be embraced. आपने मुझे खुद ही गेटवे दे दिया, मैं सोच रही थी कैसे आऊँ.
ले लो. अब तो मैंने बोल दिया सब, कोई बात.
But I want to know, I mean, how I love the announcement, by the way. Congratulations to both you and Sheetal.
All creative credit goes to my wife. She sent me that picture saying, okay, put it. Okay.
But it was very creative.
वो उसने 4 महीने पहले बना के रखा हुआ था. 4 महीने पहले ही बना के रखा हुआ था. We were just waiting for a certain time and then.
No, of course we know. I mean, but how is that going? I mean, the entire preparation to welcome a new person into this entire setup that you have.
यार वो preparation ना ताउम्र चलती है इन चीजों में. And it is a job until you breathe your last. So we are keeping our fingers crossed. I hope it's a good journey. The journey so far has been great.
Yeah.
At least for the two of us together, and now a third person will join us in this journey. It's been great. And for the kind of people that we are, we don't dwell too much onto this. I think we respect the cycle of life. I'm like, ठीक है, आ रहा है, अच्छा हो, दोनों अच्छे हो. They can.
But that's why when I was googling about you, I mean, of course I don't need to, but the age factor, and I was like, you're 36, Vikrant, you're going to be a father, but you don't look 36. Like क्या है ये? मतलब बेचारा बच्चे को कॉम्प्लेक्स
मेरी
होगा
सुंदर
यार.
त्वचा का राज.
हाँ, कॉम्प्लेक्स होता रहेगा उनको, whoever.
ऐसे नहीं यार, नहीं कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं है.
Okay, now because I've got the signal, I want to know lastly
Okay.
About your upcoming projects. 12th Fail, of course, we are all going to go and pass with flying colors after watching that.
Please, and
right?
I really will be waiting for your feedback.
I will definitely, because I really genuinely enjoyed the trailer so much.
Thank you.
It's different. And it really encourages you without being too preachy, and that is what
I hope.
I feel is amazing. But about your upcoming projects, Haseen Dilruba.
हसीन दिलरुबा, फिर आई हसीन
हाँ,
दिलरुबा.
क्या चल रहा है उसमें, कितना शूट हो चुका है?
So 95% of the film is shot. 95% of the film is shot. We just have 2-3 दिन का काम बचा हुआ है.
Okay.
We're coming out next year for sure.
इस बार फिल्म थिएटर रिलीज
That I think is at the
Okay.
producer's discretion. I am
Okay.
not qualified to speak about this. So that is happening. Then I have Sector 36 coming out with Dinesh Vijan. Then I have Blackout, which is coming out, which is with Geo Studios again.
Yeah.
And I am filming for a film called Talaakhon Mein Ek, which is again a Geo Studios film. Rashi Khanna and I have started shooting for it.
Lovely.
And it's a beautiful story.
So it's a good lineup so far, and
I
hopefully
mean,
many
good
more.
है कि नहीं है, but है lineup
नहीं,
है
अभी
good
तक जितना
होगा.
बोला है उसके हिसाब से तो अच्छी लाइनअप लग रही है, मतलब तगड़ी लाइनअप है ये.
I
So on that note, thank you so much, Vikrant. It's always a pleasure,
Same.
and I hope that you keep doing amazing work
Thank you.
and keep restarting, rediscovering yourself.
And I wish the same for you.
Yeah, thank
I
you
hope
so
we all have the gumption to restart.